is to really look at them as an opportunity to reclaim and experience our true divine nature. Because from a quantum physics perspective, we are expressions of a field of energy that is unlimited in its potential. That's the truth of who and what we are.
Yeah.
We are divine expressions of source energy. Okay, whether you call it God, source, higher consciousness, it's
I
all
think
kinds
it,
of names. They all fall short of describing it. But
right
I
on.
love in some of the Vedic terms that we are a drop in the ocean being the field. We're a specific drop, but everything that's within the ocean is
Yeah.
within the drop, which kind of corresponds with what you're talking about, the magnificence and the power that's within you, that's within me, that's within all of us,
Excellent.
you know.
And
And our job is to get in touch with it and to once again go back to the analogy, peel back what's not the truth and experience who we really are and live life from that place. And out of that, we evolve. Out of that, we expand. And the universe is basically expanding through each and every one of us, but it would never be able to expand if it didn't create this illusion of forgetfulness. You know, I love how in the story of Adam and Eve was really a story about frequency, about a frequency drop in consciousness that created paradoxes between good and bad, clothed and unclothed, and one representing feminine aspect, one representing masculine aspect of what? Of energy, of polarity. And how that story in Genesis is really a story about the frequency drop of consciousness of humanity into this world of paradoxes, into this world of high and low, day and night, high tide, low tide, new moon, full moon, all of those aspects that give us this ability to experience and evolve. And, you know, the negative stuff gets a bad rap, but, you know, if I look at a double A battery, it has a positive and a negative terminal, and it won't
magnets
shine the
too.
light without both.
Right. Like it's like the, opposite and equal reaction or whatever was that quote, every action has a
Yeah,
equal and opposite reaction, or like as above, as below kind of thing too, maybe if you will. You know,
very true.
it's you're a fascinating person. You're really smart too. Like I love talking to you. It's really cool.
I've had my moments.
We all
You know,
do. We all do. But so you were involved with NASA a little bit, like you were saying about and you got into quantum physics.
almost 20 years ago, before it became
Okay.
cool. So
Right on.
I didn't work for
So you were a
NASA.
geek, like a nerd or something, a little bit.
Well,
You were
I
like, hey
didn't
guys, let's go do
I
some
didn't
quantum
want to
physics.
be. I didn't want to be a geek and a nerd. You know, I always
No,
jokingly
there's
say,
nothing wrong with it either. I mean,
no, no, there isn't. I mean, I probably was. I remember, as a kid, I always wanted to be the studly kid, but I was like a pud who
we all
wanted to be
do.
a stud, you
Right
know?
on. Yeah. That's,
And
that's,
so,
that's part
no,
of the
the science
programming too. I think it's kind of embedded there a little bit.
polarities, once
Yeah, man.
again,
Totally.
you know? But no,
Yeah.
the scientist that discovered the energy in my music was a former top consultant to NASA. That was his background. And he was the one that introduced the gift to me or me aware of it.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was just a series of downloads of information. Oh, play music or create music to help harmonize the environment.